Hello friends, welcome to Awesomeness Life once again. Hope you're finding these videos helpful. Today, I would like to talk about one of the most common challenges we all face. How many times have you had the pleasure to keep delaying something that should have been done now, either because it was difficult or boring or some other reason irrespective? You knew you had to deal with a particular situation, a problem, a task at hand that needed to be accomplished by a certain deadline, but you pushed it away farther to be done later. Interestingly, most of it wasn't for laziness or bad time management. Many a times we can't even put our finger as to why we did so. This beautiful art of postponing is called procrastination. Unfortunately, the outcome of exercising this art isn't as beautiful. So, what is procrastination? Procrastination, simplistically put, is avoidance of doing. Every one of us at one point in time or the other have put things off to be done later, but to chronically avoid tasks, difficult or otherwise, by deliberately looking for distractions, qualify to be called procrastination. The best way I can put it is that it's a psychological struggle with self-control. It is preferred by many to never tackle a task than to face possibility of falling short on performance. By that view, perfectionists too often tend towards being procrastinators. For procrastinators, I don't feel like doing it takes precedence over achieving their goals. Why I called it a beautiful art is because at some level, procrastinators are already aware of the truth of their action. Procrastination also involves some degree of self-deception. The good news is that with effort, it is possible to overcome procrastination. It isn't easy, but possible. Changing this behavior will, however, ask for engaging in highly structured effort. The first step towards ridding self from anything is to understand the cause of it. So, why do we do it? Why do we procrastinate and wait until the last minute? Well, it could be for one of the many reasons, but the most common reason is lack of clarity of goal. Being confused about the goal itself, or not being able to relate with the importance of the task at hand, or the lack of time relativity for completion of the task is the most common reason for procrastinating. It often translates into justification of the task not being from your area of interest. This is because the interest has become the driving force now, since the goal isn't. Lack of skill or know-how as to how to get it done is another pressing factor. This breeds the fear of failure in mind and keeps us from getting started itself. Being in the habit of waiting until the last minute, or misbelieving that you work better under pressure, or completely underestimating how long a certain activity will take to get completed, often leads to procrastination. Being in self-awe or self-doubt, that is, overestimating or underestimating your capability, are also on the top of the chart as a reason for procrastination. Lacking the initiative to break the inertia to get started, or waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right mood or the frame of mind, leads to procrastination more than often. Forgetfulness, over-analyzing the task, blaming sickness or poor health are few handicaps that make the pressing claims in leading to procrastination. Procrastination is also a result of prioritizing and reprioritizing one task in the favor of other while actually working on none. It's a classic scenario. Well, I'm sure you can recall at least a few of these reasons that you must have been led by as a justification to put off things for later. Whether it was being forgetful about the due date of the task, or simply because you didn't feel like doing it right now, you have used one or more of these reasons to justify your procrastinating. One of the biggest factors apart from these that contributes into procrastination is the notion that we have to feel inspired or motivated to work on a task at that particular moment in time. This actually highlights the inaction due to being uninspired for the goal in context. In addition to these reasons, we often come up with a number of other excuses to rationalize and justify our behavior. The end result of each one of those is procrastination, and has negative impact on our lives irrespective of what factor caused it. I will do it later is actually a trap that A significant percentage of adult population today are prisoners to. Procrastination has become a major part of their lifestyle. Right from paying the bill or planning a vacation or filing their taxes or right through to starting work on that big project, all their actions have an imprint of and are impacted by the habit of procrastination. Procrastination doesn't just affect the actions, but also has serious impact on a number of other areas in life, including person's physical and mental health, stress levels, social relationships, and also puts a burden on people around them, such as friends, family, co-workers, fellow students, etc., etc., etc. By being habitually late on projects or dawdle until the last minute, the people who depend on you can become resentful. So, it's in best interest to get rid of this menace. Fortunately, there are several strategies to help overcome procrastination. Let's speak of a few. First of all, don't become paranoid about procrastinating. Paranoia causes stress, and stress reduces your efficiency. More relaxed you stay while working, more you can achieve in the same amount of time. Start with listing down all your goals or the task list. Make sure you have all that needs to be accomplished listed down, both short term and long term. Prioritize them. This will help you in a big way to stay the course. Don't set out to climb the summit at one go. Instead of giving yourself a challenge to put in a mammoth amount of time to complete a task, start with a 15-minute subtask or maybe 10-minute subtask. Then take a short break. Thereafter, get cracking on the next subtask. Rock by rock, you would climb the summit. Conquer your toughest climb when you're the most energetic. Start your day with the hardest task on the list. It will appear easier to accomplish at that point in time, and the alertness of them would also help you avoid the careless mistakes. Having achieved that, you'll feel better, and then you can move on with renewed motivation to take care of other easier tasks on the list during the rest of the day. Be your motivational reservoir. Believe it or not, what makes the deepest impact on us is what we say to ourselves. So be generous and regular in giving yourself a pep talk for motivation. Like I very repetitively tell myself, I will because I can. It helps me sail through tough situations. Prioritize getting it done over being perfect. It can't be near perfect unless it is done. However, once it is done, it can always be fixed or made better. Celebrate the achievements. Pat your back, tell yourself how great you did, and give yourself a treat. Make every accomplishment a joyous moment, and promise this indulgence to yourself at the very start of undertaking the task itself. Keep the distractions away and stay focused. Give attention to the work environment that will help towards this. Stay away from multitasking the subtask level. So, while I agree that there are cognitive distortions at the root of the problem of procrastination, that falling prey to is very easy. Fortunately, there are a number of different things, including but not limited to the ones I just discussed, that can be done to fight procrastination and start getting things done on time. It helps to develop self-discipline, persistence, personal responsibility, etc. However, the key is in getting started. So get started, guys. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, do subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications of more such intriguing discussions covering topics that will add awesomeness to life. Have an awesome, amazing life. Until next time, TADA.